Welcome, guys. It's another day in our multilingual series, and today we'll be discussing the days of the week and the times of the day. We're going to be sticking to basic stuff since this is beginner level content. Without further ado, let's get into it. 星期天 Sunday ọjọ́ àìkú 星期一 Monday ọjọ́ ajé 星期二 Tuesday ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun 星期三 Wednesday ọjọ́rú 星期四 Thursday ọjọ́bọ̀ 星期五 Friday ọjọ́ ẹtì 星期六 Saturday ọjọ́ àbámẹ́ta. This brings me to the English song 7 Days of the Week that goes, there are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. My traditional language, Yoruba, has its own song for helping to remember the 7 days in a week. It goes like this. Àìkú ajé ìṣẹ́gun ọjọ́rú ọjọ́bọ̀ ẹtì àbámẹ́ta. Again. Àìkú ajé ìṣẹ́gun ọjọ́rú ọjọ́bọ̀ ẹtì àbámẹ́ta. Àìkú Sunday 星期天 Ajé Monday 星期一 Ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday 星期二 Ọjọ́rú Wednesday 星期三 Ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday 星期四 Ẹtì Friday 星期五 Àbámẹ́ta Saturday 星期六. So, if you notice the Chinese versions of the days of the week, you've got the Chinese numbers in there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In other words, the Chinese people identify each day of the week by its corresponding number. At least in most cases, apart from Sunday, where you've got a different word. But from Monday to Saturday, for the Chinese version of the days of the week, you've got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. This means that your knowledge of Chinese numbers will help you remember how to say what day of the week it is. For example, the Chinese people consider Monday the first day of the week, and so they say Monday is 星期一. That is, Monday is the first day of the week. Day 1, 一 is in Monday. For Tuesday, you've got 星期二, day 2 of the week. For Wednesday, you've got the number 三. Thursday, you've got the number 四. Friday, you've got the number 五. And Saturday, you've got the number 六. Another thing I'd like to draw your attention to is that Chinese people have another way of saying 星期一, 星期二. They could either use the word 星期 or they use the word 周. So, it's saying the same thing. Whether you say 星期一 or 周一, you're saying the same thing. 星期二 or 周二. 星期三 or 周三. 星期四 or 周四. You're saying Thursday. 星期五 or 周五 Friday, 星期六 or 周六 Saturday. 星期天 is not 周天, you say 周日. Okay, so I hope you've learned one or two things here, and we're going to the next part of the video, which is talking about the time. We've talked about the days of the week. Now we're going to talk about telling the time of the day. We're going to be looking at the simplest concept here. So we're going to know how to say what is, for example, 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. Those are the two basic ways of telling the time, whether it's on the dot or half an hour has gone by. So just to keep it simple, we're going to be looking at those two concepts. 现在几点? Kí ni aago ń wí? What says the time? 现在几点? Right now, what is the time? Kí ni aago ń wí? It's 1 o'clock. 现在一点了. Right now, it's 1 o'clock. Aago kan ti lù. It's 2 o'clock on the dot. 现在2点钟. 现在2点钟. 2点 is 2 o'clock. Aago méjì ti lù. Méjì, 2. Aago méjì ti lù. It's 3:30. 现在3点半. Ban there is the half. 现在3点半. Aago mẹ́ta àbọ̀ ti lù. Aago mẹ́ta àbọ̀, 3点半. It's 4 o'clock. 现在4点了. Aago mẹ́rin ti lù. 现在4点了. It's 4 o'clock. Aago mẹ́rin ti lù. It's 5 o'clock on the dot. 现在5点钟. Aago márùn-ún ti lù. 现在5点钟. It's 5 o'clock on the dot. Jong there represents it is exactly 5 o'clock. Let's look at some elements that we can observe. When the time is at half an hour past, you can see that the Chinese will use ban at the end. Ban, meaning half an hour past. Just like in this case, you can see that it is 3:30. You can see 3点半. San is the number 3. Dian is like o'clock, dian, and then ban is the half. And for the Yoruba counterpart, you can see ago meta. Ago is clock, meta is 3, abo is half. So abo and ban are the same thing. That's Yoruba. Abo is the Chinese version of ban. And then tilu means that it has clocked that particular time. Tilu is saying that it has happened. You can see that it has a structure to it. So you've got 现在, which means right now, the number for the corresponding time, dian, meaning you're indicating o'clock, and then ban, if it is half past the time. For the Chinese counterpart, you can see that structure. So let's say it were to be 5:30. We know that 5 is 5, and so it will be 现在5点半. If it was 6:30, we know that 6 is 6, so it will be 现在6点半. Same thing goes with the Yoruba version. You can see the structure. You've got ago, which is the time indicator, meta, the number, abo, half past the hour, tilu, indicating that the time has come. So if we were to replace that with, let's say it was 2:30, we know that 2 in Yoruba is meji. So we would say ago meji abo tilu. If it were to be 4:30, we know that 4 in Yoruba is meri. So using that same structure that we can observe here, we would say ago meri abo tilu. One more example. What if it were to be 10:30? We know that 10 is mewa, so we would say ago mewa abo tilu. So generally there is a simple structure and then your knowledge of numbers fills in the gap. Kindly refer to a previous video on numbers. It's 1 o'clock. 现在1点了. In Chinese, 了 right there at the end of the sentence just means that it has happened. It's a particle of completion. In the same vein, if we want to say it is 4 o'clock, following this same structure, we would say 现在 right now 4点了 because 4 is number 4. If it were to be 7 o'clock, 现在 right now 7点了 because 7 is the number 7. If it were to be 5 o'clock, 现在5点了. For the Yoruba expression, you can see ago kan tilu. If we wanted to say it was 2 o'clock, ago méjì tilu. If we want to say it's 3 o'clock, ago mẹ́ta tilu. And what is the number 4? Mary. So if we want to say it's 4 o'clock, ago mẹ́rin tilu. What is the number 5? Márùn. Okay, so if we want to say it's 5 o'clock, we would say ago márùn tilu. One more. If it's 6 o'clock, we know that number 6 is, I wanted to say Liu. That's the Chinese one. If we want to say 6 in Yoruba, that would be Mefa. Knowing that, we would say ago Mefa tilu. Question. How would you say it is 8:30 in Mandarin and in Yoruba? I'd like to see your answer in the comment below. Okay, that would be it for today. I trust that you've learned something new. See you around and have a nice day.